What is my favorite musical memory as a child that told me that I wanted to be a musician? Listening to the Singing in the Rain soundtrack. I remember listening to it. I remember falling in love with it, especially Make 'em Laugh and Moses Supposes. And I knew I wanted to perform at that time. I knew I wanted to act. I wanted to sing. Trombone, of course, came a little bit later. So it actually started out as I just wanted to be on stage. What was my first recital piece? Okay. First off, it wasn't on trombone, it was on piano. And when I was in seventh grade, my parents decided since Brad's playing the trombone now, his sister Hetty needs something. So they got her a piano. And they sent her up the street to Mrs. Carter to take piano lessons. And I don't remember officially how long she lasted. It was probably like 3 months. But the day they got the piano, it also came with a piano book, John Thompson's piano book. And I went through that book in a day. And I asked for the next one. And they got me that one. And then I went through it in a week. And I just kind of took over the piano. And Hetty did her lessons. And about a month and a half before the recital, she decided to quit. So I said, can I take the lessons? And they said yes. And I'd already been working on Stephen Sondheim's Send in the Clowns. So that was my first recital piece. I was kind of self-taught at that point and moved on to a stronger teacher after that. Do I have a childhood or college recital or concert mishap? I really can't think of one. Now, if you want to make recital me standing on a stage, kindergarten graduation, we're on risers, sitting there. I'm in my white pants and yellow jacket, and this is before graduation started, and suddenly I didn't feel good and vomited on the girl in front of me. What other instruments do I play competently, and why trombone? Okay, so if someone fell down on the ASO stage and Brad had to jump in and save the day, tuba, I did that in college. I did baritone in college. I was a bass trombone major. I've played tenor, did that in jazz band and also with the Athens Symphony. I could fake third trumpet. I mean, I can play it. I'm just not strong at all. And of course, piano. Let's see, why trombone? Okay. In fifth grade, we took something called the Selmer Music Aptitude Test. And according to my band director at the time, if you were one of the top scorers, that meant you had a good ear. And you should play French horn or trombone. Well, I watched the demonstration for French horn, and yeah, that's nice. And then I watched the trombone, and I saw the slide go in and out. Well, my mom carried in her purse one of these little cups that had sections, one section larger than the other. So it was flat, and then you could open it up, and you've got a cup. And I was like, I wonder if the trombone acts like that. I'll play trombone and find out. So I played trombone and found out. Oh, by the way, the answer's no. If I had to switch and only play violin, would I quit? And I assume you mean quit orchestra. Only play violin? Yeah, I would. I'd rather play cello. What was my dream as a child? I always wanted to make people happy. I always did want to be on stage. I'll never forget fifth grade when I tried to do stand-up comedy. I did a Bill Cosby sketch and did not make the talent show. I mean, I wasn't even good enough to make the talent show. And I remember that really upset me. But I still wanted to be a comedian for years. I've done stand-up comedy 3 times. Never in a club, always someplace else. So yeah, I wanted to be a comedian.